Hi boys and girls, and welcome back to the Cozy Corner. I'm so glad you guys are here. Me and Mrs. Bethune miss you, but we're glad that we can record some videos, reading books, and just hanging out with you guys. So, get comfy. We're gonna continue reading Frog and Toad all year. So now we're in chapter 3, and the name of this chapter, I think you guys will all like, is ice cream. Yum. Ice cream. One hot summer day. Oh, so what season are we in now? Summer, you got it. One hot summer day, Frog and Toad sat by the pond. Ugh, I wish we had some sweet, cold ice cream, said Frog. Ooh, that sounds good. What a good idea, said Toad. Wait right here, said Frog. I'll be back soon. Toad went to the store. He bought 2 big ice cream cones. Toad lit one of the cones. Frog likes chocolate best, said Toad, and so do I. Those are big ice cream cones. Toad walked along the path, and a large, soft drop of chocolate ice cream slipped down his arm. This ice cream is melting, said Toad, so he walked a little faster. Many drops of melting ice cream flew through the air. They fell down on Toad's head. I must hurry back to Frog, he cried. Has this ever happened to you guys? It's definitely happened to me. On a hot summer day and I'm eating ice cream, it gets everywhere. Poor Toad. More and more of the ice cream was melting, and it dripped down on Toad's jacket. It splattered on his pants and even on his feet. Where is the path? Cried Toad. I cannot see. Oh, I like this illustration. The ice cream is all over him. Frog sat by the pond, waiting for Toad, and a mouse ran by. I just saw something awful, cried the mouse. It was big and brown. Something covered with sticks and leaves is moving this way, cried a squirrel. Here comes a thing with horns, shouted a rabbit. Run for your life! What can it be? Asked Frog. So all of these little forest animals are terrified of this monster. What do you guys think the monster is? Frog hid behind a rock. He saw the monster coming. It was big. It was brown, and it was covered in sticks and leaves, and it had 2 horns sticking out of its head. Frog, cried the thing, where are you? Good heavens, said Frog, that thing is Toad. The monster that all of the woodland creatures were afraid of was Toad covered in the ice cream. What are his horns made out of? Ice cream cones. Toad fell into the pond, and he sank to the bottom, and he came up again. Oh, drat, said Toad. All of our sweet, cold ice cream has washed away. Never mind, said Frog. I know what we can do. Frog and Toad quickly ran back to the store. Then they sat in the shade of a large tree and ate their chocolate ice cream cones together. So, what was the problem, boys and girls? The ice cream melted, and then what was our solution here? Frog and Toad both went to the store and immediately ate their ice cream in the shade. You got it. They make a pretty good team, don't you think? This would be chapter 4, the surprise. It was October. Okay, if it's October, what season are we in? Fall, you got it. The leaves had fallen off the trees, and they were lying on the ground. I will go to Toad's house, said Frog. I will rake all of the leaves that have fallen on his lawn. Toad will be surprised. Frog took a rake out of the garden shed. So Frog, he's doing a random act of kindness. He's going to Toad's house to rake his leaves. That's so nice. Toad looked out of his window. These messy leaves have covered everything, said Toad, and he took a rake out of the closet. I will run over to Frog's house. I will rake all of his leaves. Frog will be very pleased. So look, even Toad is doing a random act of kindness. He's gonna go to Frog's house to wipe up his leaves, rake up his leaves. Frog ran through the woods so that Toad would not see him. And Toad ran through the high grass so that Frog would not see him. So they're both sneaking up. They're trying to do it as secret. Frog came to Toad's house. He looked in the window. Good, said Frog. Toad is out. He'll never know who raked his leaves. Toad got to Frog's house. Guess what he did? Same thing. He looked in the window. Good, said Toad. Frog is not home. He will never guess who raked his leaves. Great minds think alike. Frog worked hard. He raked the leaves into a pile, and soon Toad's lawn was clean. Frog picked up his rake and started home. Toad pushed and pulled on the rake. He raked the leaves into a big pile. Soon there was not a single leaf in Frog's front yard. Toad took his rake and started home. So they both finished the job. A wind came. It blew across the land, and the pile of leaves that Frog had raked for Toad blew everywhere. And the pile of leaves that Toad had raked for Frog blew everywhere, so the leaves are going everywhere. When Frog got home, he said, "Ugh, tomorrow I'll clean up the leaves that are all over my lawn." How surprised Toad must be. Oh my goodness. So all of their hard work went undone. When Toad got home, he said, "Tomorrow I will get to work and rake all of my own leaves." How surprised Frog must be. That night, Frog and Toad were both happy when they each turned out the light and went to bed. So sometimes when we do random acts of kindness, they can come undone a little bit, but it's still nice to try and do a random act of kindness, even if it doesn't work out in the end how we thought. This is our last chapter of Frog and Toad. I'm going to save it for our next Cozy Corner. So you guys have a great night. I challenge you, just like Frog and Toad did, do a random act of kindness. It doesn't have to be raking leaves. It could be anything. Maybe for your friend or for a family member. And I'll try to do the same. All right, see you guys soon. Bye.